This autumn, it is exactly 100 years since the end of the First World War, and on October 28, since the foundation of the Czechoslovak Republic. Many people in our country today see our state and its politics with very little enthusiasm, sometimes with outright hostility. They do not trust politics and they do not trust politicians. I have a suggestion. Let's forget now, on the 100th anniversary of Czech modern statehood, about all these issues and mistrust, at least for a couple of days. Let's not look at our country from the inside as Czechs, but a little bit from a global perspective, in comparison to the rest of the world. When we do so, we'll find that there are actually plenty of things to be quite proud of. The first area I want to look at is wealth. By far the most widely used indicator of the wealth of nations is the gross domestic product per person. When we look at these scores of GDP per person adjusted for the different price levels across countries, it turns out that Czechia belongs to 30 or 40 wealthiest countries on earth. Just a little bit behind, for instance, Spain and Italy, at basically the same level as, for example, Portugal. Sure, many Western European countries are wealthier, so there is still something to work on. But our country is doing better than some 80% of the world. By the way, Czechia is also one of the most egalitarian countries when it comes to the distribution of wealth across society. The so-called Gini index measures this. Is wealth distributed evenly across people, or is most wealth in the hands of only selected few? Based on the Gini index, Czechia belongs to the top 10 of countries with the most equal distribution of wealth, together, for instance, with Denmark, Sweden or Austria. The second area I would like to mention is health. A good indicator of overall health in a country is the life expectancy of its citizens. It is a rough measure, but the data is available for pretty much all the countries in the world. Today in Czechia, life expectancy at birth is some 78 years, 81 years for women and 76 years for men. That's not miraculous, but it's still somewhere close to the top, ranking between 30 and 40 globally. In some other important health indicators, Czechia is actually doing amazingly. Child mortality is one of the lowest of all the countries, around 0.3%. This is really something we can be proud of. In the United States, for comparison, it is more than double. And finally, the third area, security. It is quite difficult to measure security across the regions of the world. But according to the Global Peace Index, Czechia has been, for a couple of years now, among the top 10 safest countries in the world. There is not much violent crime here, and we are not at war with anyone. These are by no means obvious things. And you know what? There is one more thing I love about life in this country. Czechia has simply the best beer in the world. So when there is a problem, when there are disagreements within our society, we can simply get a beer or any other drink and sit together at a table. And with a bit of mutual respect, all these issues can be sorted out. Sounds a bit romantic, I know, but I guess on a 100th anniversary, that's okay.